Here's a question most people skip. Before you film a single video, write a single blog post, or run a single ad, do you actually know who your business is talking to? And can you say in one sentence what makes it different from every other tour operator in your market? If you can't answer those questions clearly, and most operators can't, at least not yet, then every piece of content you create will feel slightly off. Not bad, just generic. And generic content doesn't build an audience, it just fills a feed. That's what this episode fixes. I'm Islam Hussein. I build and work with real travel businesses, designing the systems, content, and strategies that actually drive visibility and bookings. What you're seeing here is an AI version of me. While I'm focused on building and testing things in the real world, this is where I break them down, clearly step by step. Everything you're about to hear comes directly from that work. Not theory, not recycled advice, just what's actually being used and refined right now. Brand identity breaks down into three things. First is your brand path, which is just a clear answer to what is this business, who is it for, and what makes it different. That's your direction and your purpose. Everything else flows from it. Second is your brand voice, how you communicate. The words you choose, the tone you use, whether you sound formal or warm or bold or quiet. Voice is how people recognize you before they even see your name. Third is your brand personality, the human qualities behind the business. The 5 or 6 adjectives that describe what it feels like to deal with you, because people don't buy products, they buy relationships with brands that feel right to them. These aren't abstract concepts, they're decisions you make once, write down, and then use every single time you create anything. We're going to do this live with a brand called Luxurious Egypt. We start with brand path. 3 questions. What is this business? Luxurious Egypt creates private, high-end touring experiences across Egypt. Nile journeys, desert expeditions, ancient sites. For travelers who want depth, not just sightseeing. Who is it for? International travelers, mostly European, American, and Japanese, who have disposable income, who've already done the big group tours, and who now want something that feels genuinely exclusive and personally curated. What makes it different? Most Egypt tours are either budget group packages or expensive but still quite generic luxury brands. Luxurious Egypt sits in the middle, genuinely personal, locally expert, and built around the traveler's specific interests, not off the shelf, never off the shelf. Now pull those 3 answers together into a single statement. Luxurious Egypt designs private journeys for discerning international travelers who want to experience Egypt on their own terms, guided by experts, built around their interests, and unlike anything they could book elsewhere. That's the brand path. 1 paragraph, done, now voice. Read that statement back and listen to the tone. It's confident but not arrogant, specific but not cold. That's the register everything should follow. If something sounds breezy or generic, it's wrong. If it sounds stiff and corporate, it's also wrong. It should sound like a knowledgeable friend who happens to know Egypt inside out. And personality. 5 adjectives. Expert. Deeply knowledgeable, not surface level. Personal. Every detail is tailored. Nothing is generic. Exclusive. Not for everyone, and honest about that. Timeless. Egypt has always been extraordinary, you just unlock it. Warm, rigorous and professional, but always human. Now your task. Same 3 questions. Write down your answers before the next step. Don't polish them. Don't overthink them. Just answer honestly. What are you? Who is it for? And what makes you different? A rough answer written down is worth 10 perfect ones still in your head. Brand path, voice, and personality. 3 short documents. That's the foundation everything else builds on. One thing worth saying before we move on, you don't create your brand, your customers do through every experience they have with you. What you're doing here is deciding what you want them to experience and then building something consistent enough that it actually happens. In the next step, we go into visual identity, how to make sure the way you look is as deliberate as the way you sound. I'll see you there.